Good evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. The Yankees win a close one down in Kansas City. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports for New York Nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go!
Well, then I get all excited. I'm like JoJo, the idiot circus boy with a pretty new pet.
It's New York Minute Sports.
Well, there you have it, folks. Welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to visit the New York Nuts merch store. That's the beautiful blue link right underneath the video. But, man, the Yankees win a close one. They make it a lot closer than it needs to be. And who's the hero of the day? Mr. Veal Parmesan hero, Mr. Rising from the ashes like a phoenix from Arizona, is Anthony Volpe, who's been turning his career back around since he came back from AAA, since the Mets series, and today with a huge two-run single in the ninth to put the Yankees over the edge. And I got to admit, man, I got to give this kid his flowers. Since he's come back, he looks like a brand new player. You know what helps? He's not injured this year. He played with a torn labrum about 152 games last year. I've had a torn labrum. It's hard to wipe your ass, let alone play baseball. And Anthony Volpe, I've said this since he came into the league. Maybe he's not a 162 game guy a year. Maybe he's only 125 games a year. That's why with the bench that the New York Yankees have, with Caballero, Jazz, Rosario, and McMahon, they have pieces that they can mix around. Now Anthony Volpe will be able to get a couple of days off and some rest, especially with that shoulder, and it's paying dividends. You got to admit, he's been one of the most productive Yankees since he's come back. But you know what? I have to bring up none other than Aaron Baboon Bubbles Buffoon. Whoa! Because he can't help himself. He's like JoJo the Indian Circus Boy with a pretty new pet.
But you're naughty. Go.
And he has to put his grubby little primate fingers all over the ball game and overmanage his pitching staff all the time. What is he doing? He pulls Warren after 85 pitches. The kid has been here for a year and a half plus. It's time to take the training wheels off. He should be throwing 95 to 100 pitches every time he goes out. This simple. Aaron Boone takes his starters out of the game way too early. You even saw him try to take Weathers out of the game yesterday, and he sat on his paws, which is a good thing. But today, he didn't do it. And it's not like he's bringing in another guy, another bullpen arm to ride out. He brings in his boy Hedrick, and he only lets him throw 8 pitches. And then he has to get to Greg Bird like it's a nervous tick. Greg Bird has an ERA of 4, and you're putting him against Bobby Witt Jr., who subsequently hits a home run off of him and puts the Kansas City Royals up 3-2. Why are you obsessed with Jake Bird? Why? You make games closer than they need to be, Bubbles. About 11 of our losses have your fingerprints all over it because you can't calibrate the starting rotation and the bullpen. You act like these matchups are written in stone. You gotta ride the hot hand, Aaron Boone. If Will Warren doesn't give up 4 runs in 1 inning, keep going with him until his arm falls off. He's our 4th or 5th starter at this point, and he can be a sacrificial lamb. And you make him pitch 100 pitches on Memorial Day to rest the guys after playing in a really tough Rays series and then flying to Kansas City and playing an afternoon game today. Like sometimes Boone grew up in baseball, and it blows my mind some of the idiot moves that he pulls and makes the game tougher on himself. Is he bored? He's gonna bite us in the ass with these moves in the starters and the bullpen when our bullpen gets completely wiped out. You already saw it happen this year. The arms in our bullpen got tired. They're not that good to begin with. The way that you keep a bullpen away from everybody is you keep them fresh by stretching out your starters, and Boone does neither. Then he brings in a guy for 8 pitches. That means his head is in a book, and he's getting it from a computer. You don't take a guy out after 8 pitches because your gut tells you. He overmanages, and it's terrible for the New York Yankees. I've said it before on this show. He's one of the weakest links to the run-it-back Yankees that we have. The second weakest link on the run-it-back Yankees is the defensive miscues. It's been 2 weeks now of the Yankees playing defense like they're on roller skates. Whether it's the Duvall cover on first base, the Wells and Goldschmidt play at home, and today, the ball just dropping in the Bermuda Triangle between Trent Grisham and Aaron Judge. It's because Trent Grisham, when he's healthy, runs like he has spackle buckets on his feet. And now that he's injured, he runs as slow as shit rolling uphill. And when you add his nonchalant senioritis bullshit in the outfield, that's a problem. I can't stand seeing Trent Grisham dog it in the outfield and go 0 for 4 in the leadoff spot. When are the Yankees going to stop banging their head against the wall and finally put Trent Grisham in the 5 spot? Trent has still not been on base for a single Aaron Judge home run all season long, and he leads off. Trent Grisham has 12 games this year in the leadoff spot that he has gone 0 for 4. 2 of them 0 for 5. The experiment is over, guys. You've seen enough at bats. We've played enough games. Trent Grisham needs to get out of the leadoff spot. He's not a traditional leadoff guy. Why wouldn't you put somebody with the biggest on-base percentage and draws walks in front of Aaron Judge when you're going to get 2-run bombs? It makes no sense. This is why I'm saying keep it simple, stupid, every single episode. Keep it simple, stupid. Once you complicate baseball, it's difficult enough to play. But the game's been played for 120 years with people without educations, and they can figure it out. Let your pitchers go, okay? Look at the Kansas City Royals today. They scored only 2 less runs than you. They used 3 pitchers today. When we played the Mets and played the extra inning game against them, we used 7 pitchers. They used 3. That's happened 7 times this year. I wanted to start taking a look into see how good Tampa Bay really is. Now, in the beginning of the season, everybody was saying when the Yankees were winning all these games, who were they winning the games against? Because they were winning against the Houston Astros, the Angels, the Boston Red Sox, the Snorriels, some of the worst teams in baseball at the time, and the Yankees rattled off a bunch of wins. Everyone was saying, well, they're really not beating anybody. But my question to you is, who have the Tampa Bay Rays beaten? Now, I broke down the standings and the records in the divisions. In the East, the Tampa Bay Rays are 14-3. They own the East. That's great. The Yankees are 11-8. It's okay. Then you look at the Central. The Rays are 10-2 in the Central. The Yankees, before today's game, were 3-0. Now, the reason I bring this up is the Tampa Bay Rays have played the Central 10 more times than the New York Yankees this year. There's your 4.5 games right there. Then, to peel the onion back a little bit more, the American League is dog shit this year, and the National League is really competitive. Guess what the Tampa Bay's record is in interleague play this year? 10-11. So let me get this right. The Tampa Bay Rays are this really good team. We just saw them. They struggle scoring more than 2 runs. They're 10-2 against the Central so far this year because they've played 13 games against the Central already this year, and the Yankees have played 3. So this is a numbers game, folks. Once the Yankees, good thing they pulled out the win against Kansas City, who they completely owned today. Good thing they pulled out the win because now the Yankees are going to be able to start feasting on Central, just like the Rays have been able to. Now, the Yankees need to start beating good teams. That is a given. But you know why they don't beat good teams? It's because they don't play defense. All these defensive lapses that we've had are going to bite them in the ass in the playoffs. All these bad bullpen decisions by Aaron Bubbles is going to bite us in the ass. The Yankees are going to have to trade out some guys during the trade deadline that defense comes first and contact hitters. The Yankees need a third baseman and they need a right-handed catcher. Tomorrow, the Yankees play against the Kansas City Royals. The Yankees should be looking for the sweep no matter what. That's it. Because the Yankees need these 3 games against the Kansas City Royals. And I also want to take some time out to send my love and appreciation to all the fallen soldiers here on Memorial Day. The reason we can do the things and live free is because of your sacrifice, and I thank you and all the veterans that watch this show. I much appreciate it. Coming from a family of veterans, it means the world to me. And Memorial Day, take a moment out and send some prayers to the fallen soldiers of this great country. And also, go over to New York Minute Sports on Instagram. That's NEWYRKMIN. Anywhere in that smoke wagon you call the information superhighway, just put in NEWYRKMIN and you'll get this beautiful face. Lucky you. Go over to the New York Nuts merch store. That's the beautiful blue line underneath the video. All the T-shirts you see during the show are made in the USA, just like yours truly. Also, if you haven't joined and become a New York Nut yet, what are you waiting for? Only $1.99 a month. Exclusive content. We just dropped the Monday show on there. It's an hour long, covering just not baseball, all around the sports world with Mike from Pudgy Boy Sports. And we're going to start the New York Nut Show on Wednesdays right here on the membership. It's only $1.99. Become a New York Nut today. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. I didn't do it yesterday, so let's do it twice. Good night, Canada. Good night, Canada. Bye.
That's your boy.
So
He
have the
said
words
he was-
goodbye. That's my boy.